Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is fine today, this evening. I know it is a weekend time. So I think everybody is just dropping in for some party. Of course, I know it's not good to go out much these days, but yes, of course, छोटी सी party तो बनती है. The celebrations must go on as we are celebrating the uniqueness of some unsaid, unsung, and unheard heroes. Yes, I'm talking about the celebration that the talk room is doing, celebrating all our young minds. I remember when I was almost 16 to 17 years, photographs for me meant going out with the family, clicking some pictures. Of course, selfies were not in trend at that time. But yes, that's, I think, what it meant to me. And yes, I am not only going to talk about a young, dynamic photographer that I have with me today, but also a diver. Let's hear it direct from the horse's mouth. I have with me today evening Mohin Viraj Gandhi. Hi, Mohin.
Hello, pleasure to be here.
Oh, I am honored. It is real honor, I think, to welcome young, dynamic minds like you. So it's like the pleasure is all ours. But I first want to know who is actually Mohin Viraj Gandhi.
Well, I'm interested in a lot of things, but currently photography is one of my main interests, as you can say, and that's what I've been pursuing for quite some time. So I've been engrossed, involved in all sorts of ways over there.
That's really nice to know. But tell me something, Mohin. How did you actually get into this photography?
Actually, it all started off when I was in seventh grade. So during the founders exhibition, I was amazed with some of the photographs that my seniors had clicked. At that point of time, it was just plain nature photography. But I was quite fascinated with the fact that they have such unique compositions, and I decided to try it out, and that was the beginning of a really great journey, as you can say.
And when I heard that you did started, to do it in the pandemic times. So actually, was there that you got this time to utilize? Of course, we can understand that, but somewhere was it hidden in you somewhere, sometime back, or you really wanted to do it, years before that you actually started to do it then?
I think what I had started off was with the ambition of creating something very unique. And earlier I tried my hand at editing and photo manipulation, but at that point of time I didn't really appreciate the actual ways of photography, how you can do things without editing them in softwares and things like that. So of course, during the pandemic we all got quite a lot of free time, and I decided to invest it in something more productive than I would have otherwise. And I stumbled upon that idea, and from there on, I think I've continued to grow in that sphere.
Wonderful. Doing it all on your own. If I am not mistaken, you've not taken any professional training, or you didn't hire anybody professional to teach you, but you doing it on your own. I mean, hats off to you. And
I,
when can we see some of your photographies?
sure, I'll definitely do that. Give me 1 minute, okay? I'll
Sure,
just
sure,
share it.
sure. We'll all love to see his photographs. My God. Do you want to share the screen?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I've given you the access.
Just 1 second, I think.
Sure, sure. I can see how this pandemic time has actually made so many of our young talents interested in what they were actually looking for. And I think all those who wanted to work and take out the best from them, it was like a blessing to them. Apart from academically, doing well all these years, hats off to them. Oh, so
I
we
guess.
are getting to get something to see.
Yes, so I'll start off right over here, in fact, because
Wow.
a friend of mine and I actually hosted a program where loads of creative minds came across from all
Great.
over India. And then we decided to click photographs on specific topics each day. And these are some of the random shots that we've come up with.
That's wonderful. I
I'll,
can see some birds there.
I'll show you the birds one. Yeah, this was quite the unique
Oh,
composition.
how
But the photo that I'm most proud of, at least currently, is this one. It it ended up winning quite a few awards too all over India. So
wonderful. Wow. Amazing. This
thank you.
is hats off
In
to you
fact,
for doing so much of work. I think well, it's taking me by my surprise. And somewhere down in your screen, I can see somebody reading reading something, and somebody with I think glasses.
oh yeah,
Is that
it has quite the history to it. I'll show you about this.
okay?
There were these two photos that I'd clicked, and initially the topic was given as family, but I also took upon the task myself to not include anyone's pictures to try and showcase a different aspect and be more abstract, I guess. And photos was what I came up with. And my main agenda, as you can say, was that on one side you have me, who is definitely younger than the other person right there, but I over there am engrossed in my own technology, and the other person keeps on reading the books. Even though both of them are like busy doing their own things, there's some sort of connection that keeps everything together.
I'm in love with this picture. It is amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, every picture has something to say. Is it that? Is it like that, Mohan? Every
Yes,
picture has a story.
that's the direction in which I'm heading. So everything, if you keep on looking at it, it'll give a different story altogether.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'm in awe of this
Thank
photography. I think I'd have to come to you and learn photography.
you. It'd
That's
be an
wonderful.
honor.
Apart from this, Mohin, I know that your mom was proud of one thing that she was telling it to me a few days back. When, in fact, when you created your website.
Yes, I did. It was in fact during the pandemic time only. As I
Right.
told you, I didn't want to waste too much time, I guess. And I was quite inspired by other influencers, as you may say, having amazing websites and things like that. And that is where I got my initial idea to actually make it. And I was actually quite happy when now whenever someone Googles my name, the first thing that pops up on their screen would be that website.
Wow, that's amazing. But tell me, like, did you put coding into it, or is it WordPress website? How does it work?
So initially, I tried my hand at coding too, but I did fail somewhat,
Okay.
and I ended up choosing a software called Adobe.
Okay.
So that helped me create my website, and after that, I had to add different sorts of content URLs to actually get the website spread across the net, and that's how you can actually Google it instead of having to directly view it with the URL.
I wanted to ask you something, Mohin. Do you really have 24 hours, or God has blessed you with some more? A little partial, a little partial towards you. I mean, you said, I heard you saying that you didn't want to waste moments. I think you are utilizing more than that's why I asked you this question. So now, of course, I think like that's my thinking. That everybody has an
I
inspiration.
do have 24 hours to do things. Um, in the beginning of the pandemic, actually, I created this diary to try and measure the number of productive hours that I have. And I've kept on noticing a gradual increase in the number of productive hours. So I'm trying to keep that up.
Oh, that's really nice. And I think we have so much to learn from you. Absolutely the procrastinators, I'm talking to you about this. So let's stop procrastination and get into work. We have to learn so much. That's why I always say young talents come and they always give me a lesson. So today's lesson is don't procrastinate and just get into your work. So Mohan, who is your inspiration? Who's an inspiration to many? Who is his inspiration?
Thank you for saying that. I mean, I think my inspiration will first of all start from family, because even my mom was interested in a lot of photography. And that's where I actually started seeing that people who are close to me are also interested. And then I continued to pursue that. But otherwise, I feel there's this one photographer called Brent Sturton, and his photographs, I mean, they blow my mind completely. They have actually influenced me to create the past two photographs that I'd showed, because the kind of drama there is in that picture, I mean, it's something to look up to.
Oh, that's really nice. I think I always used to say every heart has a story. Now I'll say every photograph of Mohan has a story. So I've learned this today again. Anyways, Mohan, tell me something that not many people know about this. You are working on a short movie. Is that right?
I am. In fact, I do know about it. But so I am actually working on this one short film, and it will be coming out on Instagram very soon. In fact, this week.
Oh,
It's
wow.
it's called What's Your Purpose? And the whole movie revolves around the same aspect. So it portrays about three main emotions, which is confusion, joy, and then it finally comes down to satisfaction of knowing the answer of this question.
My God. Mohan, how old are you, if you don't mind asking me?
I'm still sick.
I think you are making us learn so much. I mean, it just comes straight from the horse's mouth in such a mature manner. I am in awe of this intelligent boy. I have to learn so much from him. Apart from this, photography, movie maker, you are also a certified diver. Now, please tell me about this journey. How did it begin? Mohin, can you hear me? Some
Hello. I
Hello.
think
Yeah,
I lost
Mohan.
you for a second.
Yeah. We lost you somewhere. I wanted to know, apart from being a photographer, a movie maker, you are also a certified diver. So how did this begin?
In fact, I've reached a level where all that's left for me is to do the rescue diver course for me to be a master diver and teach others. So it's quite the feat that I've achieved. And I started off about 6 years ago, in fact. And right now I've come to the position of an advanced open water diver with the Nitrox certification, which basically allows enriched air for you to breathe underwater, giving you more time.
My God. So isn't it scary?
Honestly, I think the first few tries, it was no doubt, because when you're underwater and the only thing you can do is breathe through that valve, and that's the only way you can survive. So it took some time for me to trust the whole thing, but now it comes naturally.
Wow. Any memorable incident that is associated with this diving part?
Um, there are too many to, to actually talk about, but I'll tell you one incident where I think it was my eighth dive. I still remember, and that experience was unforgettable in all ways. So this is the first time I actually came so close to this turtle, and it was massive. So that was one experience, and during the same dive, I saw two sharks, a couple of remoras. So yeah, it was quite the successful dive for me.
My God, it's actually scaring me, giving me goosebumps. Because you are near the sea, I know that you would really look, look up to going to sea every day. So what's latest there? What's latest in the sea?
Um, well, a couple of days ago, I saw a few sharks and stingrays, so that was interesting. And then today on the island, uh, there are baby turtles, so it'll be nice to see them in the water.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have you ever actually, held a turtle in your hand?
Yes, I have. I've done that quite a few times, but then I try to be gentle in terms of nurturing them.
Oh, that's really nice. I think everybody must understand this, that we must let them be. One message that you want to give to our viewers.
Um, well, I think doubt will kill more dreams than failure ever will. So, for the heck of it, why doesn't everyone try whatever they have? And as you said, we all have like 24 hours in the day, so let's just make the most of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think this young mind is not going to leave any moment, any stone unturned to make the most of his dreams come true in his life. And we wish you lots, pots full of good luck and good wishes coming your way, Mohin. With the new year coming, I hope that you gain more and more success with more and more movies, with more and more photography, and we really look forward to see you as the best photographer of the world. So all our good
Thank
wishes with
you.
you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for accepting our invite and being here with this evening. We really had a great time with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting.
Thank you. Thank you so much, viewers, for being here. Next day is gonna come soon. As Mohan said, don't even waste a single moment. So we are not going to do that. Tomorrow we have our another special guest celebrating his or maybe her uniqueness. So stay tuned at the Talk Crew. Thank you so much.